Hi, we are here at the Costello farm, and Dad's old school 64 model, I believe, John Deere 2010 utility tractor. It's only been in the family for under 10 years, I believe, for lack of getting out paperwork, but it's been a decent tractor. I've had some PTO issues here lately. So that's what this video is going to attempt to do, is replace the PTO clutch. I believe that's what it is. I won't know what exactly it is until I dig into it, but I had a good Facebook friend of mine send me a technician's manual for it, and this is going to be my winter project to get that PTO clutch. I know some out there are going to say that it's not going to take that long, you know, whatnot, but at the family property, limited tools, so it's whenever I can work on it, I can work on it. So it's either I work on it or the dealership works on it for a bunch of money. So I'm not willing to pay them. So we'll see what happens. I'll either get it fixed or I won't get it fixed. But yeah, let's start this up. See where we go from here. So, first things first, it says to remove the seat. The way I can see it is remove this bolt, and these two bolts, and the seat should slide out of the harness, and then we can access the bolts underneath. You could probably get by with sliding the seat forward, doing a couple of bolts, sliding the seat back, doing a couple of bolts, and take the entire bracket and everything off. But this thing is old and crusty, and I probably should have blowed all the air shit out of there. But yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to take the seat out, take the brace off, or the seat plate off, and then go from there. So remove this bolt and this bolt, which is a 9/16. This bolt and this bolt are 7/16, and you will need a holdback up underneath here to catch the two nuts. So now that I've got the seat off, I'm going to remove these 4 bolts here, and this I'm assuming shift lever linkage here on the side of the seat plate. These are all also 9/16, I believe. What did I say it was? They're 9/16 as well. These here, I don't remember if I said they were 9/16 or 5/8, but they are 9/16. These are 7/16. These are also all 9/16 bolts. The next step was, there was a plate on top of here, about yay big. 6 half-inch bolts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Which need to be removed. Plate comes off. The next step after that is to remove these 2. Can you see? Let's see here. 1, 2. Sorry, I'm trying to do this with a flashlight and a cell phone, so those 2 bolts right there got to come off, and those are 9/16. We'll take those out now. So this is what I ended up doing here. I put the socket, I got all the levers and rollers and all that other crap up. Try to get it up as high as I could, not away from the top of the bolt. Fished my socket, set the socket down on top of it, and then slid in between there, those two bars, my extension, and then I'll go from there. I would suggest having investing in a nice long set of needle nose pliers. I've got some little shardies here, but nice long set of needle nose pliers would be super handy right here. But I pulled out each piece of the wrench individually, and then it's a tight fit, but it can be done. I've got cold. It's about 30 degrees out here right now, and yeah, it can be done, but you know, or a magnet even would be even better. Nice magnet on a stick. This linkage here, there's a E-clip that sits over top of it, over top that end. And I'm sure if you've done any kind of mechanical work or remote control cars or something, they can be shifty. Not so much hard to get off, but hard to find they hold a lot of energy and they go pretty far if they take off. And as you can see on a gravel floor, I would have never found it had it done that, but I've had experience, but that just pops off. There's a little washer or grommet there. Just for ease of keeping everything together, I'm going to go ahead and put it back on here and get a bungee or a piece of rope or something, kind of hold that out of the way so that I don't knock it off and shoot it across while I'm inadvertently while I'm messing around with other stuff. So alright, so next step is busting loose 1, 2, 3, 4, 15/16 bolts, as well as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 half, or 9/16 rather. 9/16 bolts. These big ones, again, I told you I'm working with limited tools, and whatever Dad had laying around, which wasn't much, but I did find a 15/16 socket and extension. And a pipe wrench. These two here weren't too terribly bad to get loose, but these two back here were a little tough. Enter the pipe wrench for leverage, because I have one at home, but I do not have a socket or actually a ratchet wrench to fit this. I've got 3/8 and half, but are the smaller sizes, but I don't have one for this. But yeah, from everything, and then after you get those busted loose and taken out, set aside, your springs, this only has one only has one. Doesn't seem to have, it's got a hole on it, but it doesn't have the other spring on that side. But with the arms all the way down, it releases a lot of the tension, and you can grab it, push down on it, and pull the bottom of the spring off, and take your spring off there. Just kind of putting them on the boat here, parts. And then remove your pins down there to release your upright arms. And we'll go ahead and take the rest of them bolts out and drop them lower arms. And I'll be right back. Okay, now that the lower arms are loose from the riser arms, the lifting arms, trailing arms, whatever you want to call them, that are attached to the Rockshaft, I'm going to leave those on because I really don't want to mess with trying to take that all loose. And I don't know, it looks like it may be some sort of like a same type of deal as a U-joint, trying to get loose, but I'm not willing to take that apart. So those are going to stay on, and it was easier to take those cotter pins out and push those pins out. So got all the bolts loose, or out rather. All the bolts are out. As far as from what I understand with hydraulics, especially in a tractor, little orifices and little bitty ass holes that they got inside of the hydraulic cylinders and that, or the inside of the, the hydraulics that run through this stuff. Cleanliness is godliness. So I know this is kind of oily and got a little bit of grass. I sprayed this down with some liquid wrench to kind of keep the particles from flying around, because right now I really don't have the means of blowing it away with the air. But I do have a stiff bristle brush. I'm gonna clean that off, knock all the crap out from around the main where it attaches to the frame, transmission, whatever you want to call it there, of the tractor. So I'm gonna hit that real quick and hang my chain block from the rafter there. I'm gonna throw a 4x4 up there and hang a chain block, and grab a strap or a piece of chain or something around there, and check my instructions one last time, and before I go to yanking on it, make sure I got everything loose, and give her a try. You see me next, she'll be all strapped up, ready to fly. All right, pipe fitter by trade. Pull out a little rigging. Got a beam up there hanging from the rafters. Shouldn't be that heavy that I can at least get it up off of the deal there. Had the place crash down on me, but got her looped around the Rockshaft arms there. Yeah. So once I get it up and off and separated, I'll swing it out and I'll set it on a piece of plywood so I can drag it up out of the way and get it out of the way for now. I won't be using the boat. I'll put it over here in front. Still be able to get the four-wheelers and all the other crap in here and put it away for the night. So yeah, let's I'm going to attempt to set this up on something somewhere, so it can kind of, you can watch. Alright, we'll try that. Camera will probably fall over. Always does. Hello. that as a spacer to get my strapped up underneath there. Rockshaft off the tractor. Alright. Tool block at the top. So grab me a piece of plywood here. I know. What kind of rinky-dink outfit you run here? That's what I got. At least I can get it down, set it down, and if I got to re-rig it, move it somewhere else, I can. So that's where we're at. On the ground, Rockshaft off the tractor. Now we can kind of disconnect everything here. See what else there is to see. I gotta probably go ahead and make a couple of different videos. Call that one Rockshaft removal. But yep, there she is. She's a Lou from the tractor. Dribbling fluid on the ground there. I'm not terribly worried about it. It'll probably run off there onto the thing and dog will lick it up, die, and probably not, but yeah. So there's the PTO clutch. I've been told that there's supposed to be fluid on the clutch. Doesn't look like it, but yeah. See, my problem was that whenever I would flip the dealie over there in the arm, I would just get just a little bit of a turn. I mean, just barely. It wasn't hardly anything. But, yeah. I don't know. I'm not a clutch expert. I'm going by a book. And, yeah, so I get to looking at the rest of the book, study up a little bit. Clutch pads actually look like they're the wear discs rather inside there. Don't look terrible from my limited experience of work on clutches, and maybe it's just a matter of clutch linkage way out of adjustment, obviously. But I don't know. I'll look in the book, see what it says. But there you go. It's kind of a 1, 2, 3 of Rockshaft removal of a John Deere 2010 1964 model. Got any comments, questions? I'll answer whatever I can, the best I can, but I'm just a Joe Schmo. I don't work on these things. Like I said, I have a CD manual that a buddy gave me, and yeah, so fairly simple tools. You know, redneck engineering, probably not really far off from what most people have in their sheds or their garage, and maybe a little better tools, but yeah, there you go. Hit me up, like the comment, like the movie. I appreciate it. I'll maybe try and edit it down, but it looks like it's about 22 minutes long, so thanks.